So you think the point of arresting Diddy was to shut down inquiry into what Diddy was doing?
Get the data, right? I think they did it to get all the data away from Diddy because he was being sued in civil court. And so they arrest Diddy. What'd they just convict him of? Nothing.
Well, that's clearly the point of the first Jeffrey Epstein arrest.
The scary correlation between Charlie Kirk and Diddy. And you may say, well, how would you say that? Diddy didn't get shot. Diddy is still alive. Yeah. But why? Because it's really, really, really simple. It's because Charlie Kirk refused the money. See, it's kind of like in football. When you're a rookie or when you are a young boy like Diddy or a young boy like Charlie Kirk or a young boy in college football, you get offered that first contract, and that is your first level of compliance. And then as you grow within the system, you get offered another deal. And that second deal you get offered in the NFL or in this world that we're talking about, or maybe the third deal, it turns into $150 million. And Diddy accepted the $150 million. But Charlie Kirk turned it down. Why is Diddy not dead? Not saying that I want him gone. I'm not saying that. Because he complied. Diddy, in his mind, he did the Diddy parties. He did all the things that his handlers asked him to do. Diddy is literally in prison wondering why the hell he's in prison. Because he's just like, yo, I took the money. I complied. I did everything y'all asked me to. Why the hell am I in prison or in jail? But he's about to go to prison because they're not going to let him out. But does anybody want to know the answer to that? It's simple. The reason why he went to jail right here.
So you think the point of arresting Diddy was to shut down inquiry into what Diddy was doing?
Get the data, right? I think they did it to get all the data away from Diddy because he was being
sued by all these different people. He got sued by Lil Rod. He got sued by Cassie. He got sued by all these people. And what does him being sued have to do with anything? There's something called discovery.
A discovery motion is filed to obtain evidence from the other party in a case. By filing a discovery motion, your lawyer is asking the judge to order the other party to turn over evidence by a certain date, usually within 30 days. If the other side fails to turn over the evidence, your lawyer will likely proceed by filing a motion to compel. A motion to compel is requesting the judge to enforce the previous discovery order and will likely request sanctions as well.
That means the court can go into your cell phones. The court can go into your past. The court can go into your mama's cell phone. The court can go into anything that they want in order to find out whatever it is that they need to find out. So once he started getting sued and he started suing Diageo, they was like, all right, we got to put him in jail, because what does putting Diddy in jail help prevent? It prevents discovery because he's in jail. You can't get the discovery or sue him because he's in jail fighting a criminal case. And we all know criminal cases take precedence over civil cases. So you deal with a criminal case first. So that means there's no discovery, there's no information, nobody knows nothing until his criminal case is over. Now, all they got to do is keep Diddy in jail for like 10 years, because I don't know if y'all know it, Diddy ain't getting out. And I said that in the beginning. And all of this has a lot to do, well, everything to do with one thing. That one thing is children. Once you start growing in influence, somebody will visit you. So this person that visited Charlie, his name is Will Montgomery. Montgomery has been described as Kirk's mentor or his handler, including by advising him to start Turning Point USA rather than attending college. Montgomery also provided the initial funding to start the company. Y'all see that? In college. What about Diddy? Who came to visit Diddy? Well, actually, Diddy's mom introduced Diddy to Clive Davis. Clive Davis was Diddy's handler. And who was funding these extravagant Diddy parties that he was having in college? Clive Davis. Diddy was so popular where he sold tickets to one event and so many people came to the event. About 30 people died because they got trampled to death. Put a one in the chat, y'all remember that? Put a one in the chat, y'all remember that? Both of these were college age boys. They both got introduced to handlers because they were so hot in college. They had young boys and young girls' minds, souls, and eyes and ears, and they had them. Diddy was so popular where he had an event where kids got trampled trying to get in the event where about 30 people died. That's how hot he was in college. The same thing with Charlie Kirk in college.
He just seems like any other young American conservative. But at that college, he catches someone's eye. But at that college, he catches someone's eye. But at that college, he catches someone's eye. Will Montgomery sees that Charlie gets attention. While other conservative speakers are boring, young people listen to Charlie Kirk. A month later, in September 2012, he and the 18-year-old launched Turning Point USA.
What Turning Point USA stands for, what we're trying to do is we're going into the high schools and the colleges to challenge these textbooks that publish flat out falsehoods and fallacies.
It's a nonprofit organization established to promote conservative values, specifically among young Americans through high school and college campuses.
I'm only 19 years old and fighting this fight every single day. I get to go to college campuses, high schools, I debate professors, I debate socialists.
It's not an immediate success, but Turning Point steadily grows into something larger than Charlie.
We'll probably recruit 4,000 to 5,000 new students, recruit, like, collect their data. We'll probably recruit 4,000 to 5,000 new students, recruit, like, collect their data. We'll probably recruit 4,000 to 5,000 new students, recruit, like, collect their data.
Recruiting 5,000 kids. Now do y'all see the correlation? Now do y'all see that all of this has something to do with one particular thing? Children and teens. So while Diddy was over here recruiting the same age girls for traffic lights at the Diddy parties with the liquor, Charlie Kirk was over here in the white neighborhoods recruiting young girls for the same thing, unbeknownst to Charlie Kirk, because it seems like Charlie Kirk was a young man that just wanted to make a change, and his mentor most likely had a different goal. And what was the goal?
4,000 to 5,000 new students, recruit, like, collect their data. I recruit 4,000 to 5,000 new students, recruit, like, collect their data. We'll probably recruit 4,000 to 5,000 new students, recruit, like, collect their data, collect their data, collect their data. It's a high energy conference for us. It's a way to reward our best members that have been.
They organize speeches with ever bigger conservative American thinkers. The young Charlie Kirk quickly becomes a fixture of the American political conservative landscape.
Charlie Kirk became a girl funnel. Charlie Kirk became a traffic light funnel. And remember, I'm using the word traffic light on purpose. And y'all stop hitting the like button. So thank you to all of the people that started hitting the like button, but y'all stopped. So can y'all take a second, just 1 second, to hit the thumbs up button, please? He was a funnel for thousands of students. And not only was he just coming to these things, he was capturing their data, their addresses, their ages, their beliefs, their genders, all of this. He was capturing with Turning Point USA, just like Diddy.
I started an organization, Turning Point USA, 2.5 years ago, around two key values: free markets and limited government.
In 2016, he speaks at the Republican National Convention. When Trump secures the Republican nomination, he and Turning Point embrace the MAGA movement. Charlie Kirk gets a direct line to the president. At the same time, he begins using modern media outlets as a way to spread his political message. But they're also a means for generating content that gets attention. He gets millions of views, in large part fueled by debates on college campuses. In 2018 comes Campus Clash, a college tour with Candace Owens. In 2024, the You're Being Brainwashed tour.
All this shit was a teen funnel, a way to funnel young women into the traffic lights. when the lights are too bright for you to see.
A college tour with former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. On September 10th, 2025, Kirk initiates the American Comeback Tour, a series of events for college students across the United States. The format includes his classic Prove Me Wrong table sessions, where he invites attendees to debate his political and cultural viewpoints in a public setting.
The Democrats know he had almost $500 million war chest, taking over the colleges, getting all the undecided, even some of the leftists, to vote and get engaged and wake up like dominoes. The brainwashing was falling. But more importantly, he was getting young conservatives to get mobilized and start getting others to vote, and they were getting energized. If you were going to piggyback, it would be the Democrats or one of their groups, a Soros group.
So yesterday, as I said, the base looked at Trump and said, what the hell are you doing? Okay.
Y'all listen.
And then
Y'all
Bondi
listen.
gets up there, she tries to tell us that they don't know if Jeffrey Epstein was working for another country. They don't know. They don't know.
EpiPen was working for IHOP.